Hello everyone, I'm Shenanigans and this is the Last War Versus Guide. Last War Versus event is made up of 6 days. Radar training, base expansion, Age of Science, Train Heroes, Total Mobilization, and Enemy Buster. In this video, I will try and help you get to the chest 9, the 7.2 million chest, every day. So, to start off, one really easy way to guarantee yourself at least 2 million points every day is to, depending on the day, for radar, what you'll do is you'll build up a buffer. So you'll try and enter the day with 34 out of 35 or one less than whatever your cap is, and then all of these tasks already done. By doing this, you can get about 80 tasks done in a day, which is about 2 million free points. This is a really easy way to just get good progress towards chess 7, which along with which just requires a few 100,000 points to get and will fully get you to chess 6 basically. Then on the next day on base expansion, you'll want to try and send 4 UR trade trucks and 8 or however many you can UR secret tasks. This will give you a little bit less points than radar days, but they alternate and both of them will get you to chest 5 really easily. It's just you can get a minimum of about 2 million points a day by doing that. Then so on base expansion, you'll want to save up your radar tasks and then use them on Age of Science, and then save on Trained Heroes and use them on Total Mobilization, and etc. And that'll get you a really simple way. Another way to get through all this stuff is for radar training is you save all your drone parts for the day of Monday and you spend them then. So if we look, I currently have 61 out of 80 because I didn't get that many this week. I get that radar training day is a little bit annoying to get points for, with drone parts being a big lock. We are at reset sit today as of recording this, which is in about 30 minutes, getting skill chips, and I believe skill chip chests also give points on Monday, but that is yet to come as of recording this. Another thing, though, is you can get. Sorry, let me click through the right menu. To get 7.2 million, you can spend some of your hero XP. So if you save your hero XP between right after day 4, so you save Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you can then spend your saved hero XP that you accumulate from different sources like Martial Guard and spend that on Radar Training Day, because every 330 hero XP is 1 point, which means 330 million hero XP is 1 million points. So even just with radar and 1.5 billion hero XP, which is a lot, I will say, you can get 7.2 million. It can be a little bit annoying to get 7.2 million on radar training, but it is not the worst day. Now, on to another thing is you'll probably hear now soon talking about this, but arms race double dipping with that. So if we go all the way on Monday, specifically the drone boost section, you can wait to upgrade your drone for, or you can also spend your hero XP on one of these 2 hero advancement slots on Monday to get both arms race points and points for versus. A big core idea of versus is you just save the things that get you points until the day they get you points and you don't spend them the rest of the week, and that's a really key factor. Another one that I should have started the video off with is your versus tech. If you do not have duel expert at level 20, this should be what all of your tech research is focused into. You should make sure this is maxed before you do a single another research. And then on top of that, you want to unlock chests 7 through 9 if you don't already have them. You should already have them unlocked, but better late than never. You want these two 100% upgraded, and then the rest of the tree you should try and get maxed out at some point. But as you can see, I post very high scores. Uh, this week was the first time I didn't get 7.2 million the entire week, like 7.2 million on a specific day. I think I didn't get it on Tuesday, but besides that, the past 4 weeks I've gotten 7.2 million the entire time without a maxed out tree. The main ones are just getting dual expert because this is doubling your points. So instead of needing 7.2, you basically just need 3.6. And just as importantly to that is the fact that you unlock 7 to 9, which is where a lot of the versus rewards comes in. Part of why you want to be shooting for 7.2 mil isn't just for the alliance, it's the fact that this one chest is worth 70,000 diamonds almost, which is more than all of these plus these two. So chests 1 through 5 are worth less than chest 9 by a substantial amount, too. This is about 45. Yeah, so it's actually 1 through 6 is basically comparable to chest 9. So that's part of why you want to go 7.2. Now, the next day, this is one where I believe I got 3.6. You always, if you can't get 7.2 million, you should get 3.6 flat out. It's just do what you can to get 3.6 at the bare minimum because you can get 2 million points a day off base from either radar or UR tasks, and then you use the recommended things to get to 3.6 at least. But Tuesday is base expansion, which you use survivor tickets that you should save the rest of the week and only use on Tuesday. If you bank like 100 across the week, because every Sunday you can get about 30 of them from the. I always forget the name of it, but it's the event where you have to do 5 waves of like the mini game. You know what I mean. And so you can get a decent bit from there, and it's just a nice bit of points to make up for the fact that this is UR instead of radar. Then building power is more efficient to be used on versus days than for arms races. So for arms races like base building, I always use speed ups when it's not Tuesday because you get 1 point of building power here, but if I go over here, you get 22.5 for me, and I don't have it maxed out. It caps out at 25. Meanwhile, the construction speed up is 125, and for base building, it's 10. So that's almost twice as efficient if you save your building power upgrades for Tuesday. So, like, I have this present. I'm not going to open this till Tuesday. I'm going to be upgrading things throughout the week, and I'm going to save all that for Tuesday, and I'm just going to use my speed ups on my HQ to get arms races done in the meantime. So that week, base building, especially as you get later on, is harder to get 7.2 million for, but you should always be able to get at least 3.6 for it. A big one just for base expansion especially is making sure you buy out the VIP shop because these three combined, the 1 hour, the 3 hour, and the 8 hour, give you enough speed ups to get you from the 2 million base to the 3.6 million you need to get chest 8. It's not enough just from that to get you to 7.2, which is part of why I couldn't get it this week, but save like big things. Like I'm gonna save my HQ. I can get it done right now technically, but I'm just gonna save it for next Tuesday. So then on to day 3 as a free to play. Mind you, this entire guide is for free to play. As a free to play, Age of Signs is possibly my favorite day, that or Hero Day, because it's not hard to get 7.2 million. And that is because of one specific thing. Use Valor Badge. You get 600 points per Valor Badge you use, which means even just by starting this research on Wednesday, I get 800,000 versus points just by starting this research, which means at the end of the day, like say it's 1 hour before reset, if you'll finish out a research and then start one of these, it'll get you over 10% of the way to the final chest just from starting it without having to spend any speed ups or anything. So for that, what you want to do is you want to save all your Valor badges for, like, I have about 18,000 banked right now, which just converting these to versus points, not even any of the other things, is about 10 million, which is enough for one and a half, 7.2 million chests just in saved Valor badges. At one point, I think I had 30,000, but I spent a lot of them getting to 40% SF. So that's what you'll want to do. You want to save your Valor badges and then spend them specifically on Wednesday. On top of that, it's a radar day, so you want to save your points for that. And also, another surprisingly big source of points is the drone components chest. These ones, you get probably 500k from saving throughout the week. I mean, if I look at how much I have right now, in stored points, this is 360,000, this is 320,000, and then this is like 150,000. So that's like 800,000 in drone chests I have right now. So if I take my 800,000 and then I combine that with my 2 million from radar, and then just starting that one research, not even finishing it, that's enough for 3.6 million. So this week is or this day is quite simple. You just save your Valor badges, and then you, at the start of the day, you start a research or two using Secretary of Science or Administrative Commander, and then at the end of the day, to finish off, you finish out a research you have and send one of the longer ones. So, like this one's 2 days, 18 hours. So I'll send this right at the end. I won't spend it in the middle because that's a lot more speed ups you have to spend to get the same 7.2 million chest. So that's a simple way to get 7.2 million. I love Age of Science. I once got, I think it was 30 million as a free to play just because Valor badges are crazy for points. It's a really nice day, honestly, to get 7.2 million. Train heroes. Hero Day, if you are not getting 7.2 million, you are doing something wrong. Just flat out, because just by saving your shards, let alone your hero XP or hero recruitments, just by saving your shards, like look at this, one UR shard, 20,000 points. One SSR shard, 7,000 points. If I look at just what I have saved up after this hero day, I have 400 SSR shards. That's 2.8 million points in universals, and then these hero shards are another 2 million. This is 4.8 million points right here. Add into this, that's 5.3. Then if I add, say, just looking at the stack of Murphys I have right now, this I can only spend it as 200 unless I use 50 of these for 300. And if I do that, that's 6 million points. Hero Day, even just by saving your hero shards and spending them that on Hero Day, you get 7.2 million. You I mean, part of why on Hero Day you have people like Bull putting up 45 million, because meanwhile on like Friday or that kind of thing, every other day it's like 15 million, 28 million, even 30 million, and then Hero Day is 45 because you just save your hero shards and then use them on Thursday. Really simple day to get 7.2 million for it. You literally just save up and then spend them. There's no strategy besides not recklessly using them as soon as you get them. Total mobilization. So this is a radar day, so you start off with a base 2 million points, but then the big one is you can get points from training units. But one of the main ways to get points this day is through a waterfall method. What this is you train all your units at one level lower than your lowest barracks. And so, because I can train tier 9s, my top barracks can train tier 9s. My next barracks, I level up so I can only train tier 8s. My next one, tier 7s. And then my last one, tier 6s. So what I do is throughout the week, I just train tier 5s. And then on Friday, I go into this one, I tier them up to level 6. Then I tier those level 6s up to tier 7. Then I tier those T7s up to T8. And then those T8s up to T9. And by doing this for the same amount of time as just training out a bunch of T9s, because of it takes the same total time. By training them up this way, you get points for one, two, three, 4 times the amount. So by doing this, you can get quite a lot of points by waterfalling and just saving throughout the week. This Warzone wiped out all of my level 5s I had, because I also trained a lot of them into T9s. But this one, waterfall method, will get you there basically every time. I don't think I've really had a time where I wasn't able to get there with waterfall. If you need to, you can also get points from building power and tech power. So by completing tech research or opening presents to open up a building to get building power, you can also do that to get points if you don't have enough troops or training speed ups that week. But you normally should be fine even just by waterfalling unless you got into like a big fight that wiped out your drill ground on Friday somehow. Then finally, day 6. Personally, I don't like Enemy Buster that much because it's really annoying, especially as a weaker player, to get 7.2 million. Because of the Warzone duel, I got about 4 million points just from killing enemy troops in the Warzone duel, so it wasn't too hard. But for me this week, but especially as a weaker player who gets beat up in Warzone duel, it's really hard. Honestly, just I would say aim for this chest right here. I would say aim for chest 8 if you're a really weaker player. As always, if you can get chest 9, go for it. But if you don't get it, I get it. I've missed it quite a few times as well. Now, the main one here is you want to send as many UR secret tasks as you can, and same with trade trucks. Just send them. I think for me, I can send 9 secret tasks, so I send out, well, actually, I'll count real quick. 8, sorry about that. 8. So I can get 2 million points from that, which means I basically get all the way to chest 6 and almost to chest 7. Chest 6 and chest 7 are really close. If you have chest 6, get chest 7 by any means. It's 300k points. It's really not hard to do. And so a way to do this is to get points is to go out and kill troops on like random commander bases. That's a way to do it. Another one is just speed ups. You don't get points for building power or tech power. So if you do speed up a building to make it into a present, don't open it until next Tuesday if you can. If it's required for your HQ level, open it. It's fine. Just open it on an arms race. But if you can avoid it, don't open it until Tuesday. But by doing some combination of killing commander troops, bubble right at the start of Buster, honestly. Sorry about that, hit my mic. Bubble like at the start of Buster, honestly, if you're a weaker player. Just because otherwise they'll pour it in and kill all your troops, and then you can't go burn commanders later. And especially if there's Warzone duel, then you can't participate, even if you wanted to. But by sending all of these, you can get like 1.7 to 2 million, depending on what your HQ level is, because that changes your UR secret task cap. And then use some speed ups on things to get your 2.6 or 3.6. For these, it's just a game of you save your speed ups and use them to get to the next chest. You don't just instantly spend down your speed ups when you get them. Like right now, I have 16 days of universal speed ups banked for next week. And when I need to get to a next chest, I'll use those to get them. But I won't use them otherwise. I'll use them for an arms race, but I won't just use them like, oh, hey, I'll just use them because I want to finish my HQ because I've already done the base building one. During this base building, I'll use them, but besides that, I'm not going to use them tomorrow or anything like that. I'm just going to let this thing run down its timer on its own. And yeah, a big thing, just on top of this, I'll just add this in here. UR secret tasks. You get them at different levels. Let me see. It doesn't tell me anymore, so I don't remember when you unlock difficulty 5, which is also when you get the most secret task cap. But at I think it's HQ 27, It used to say somewhere, but I can't remember where. You unlock Mega Deploy, or if you're VIP 12, but even I'm not VIP 12, and I've been here since day 2 of getting the alliance rewards. And so if you're not spending a lot of money, you're not VIP 12. So it's faster to get HQ 27. And what HQ 27 does is you can do Mega Refresh and Mega Deploy. Mega Refresh is not worth it until you only have 4 tasks left, because if you refresh with 8 out of 8 tasks, you have a 64% chance of getting a UR just from a single refresh, while this costs 4 refresh tokens per UR it makes. So this is not worth it until you either have 3 of them or 4 of them. It's mathematically 3, but if you get unlucky, it's not worth it on 4 sometimes, so it's up to you. But if you have 5 or more, definitely do not use Mega Refresh. Always use Mega Deploy because it's just a quality of life feature, but Mega Refresh should only be used when you have 4 or less, preferably 3. And I think that ends out the guide. If you ever have any questions, please DM me, let me know. I think Sicko a bit ago was talking about how he was also open to provide support for questions. But if you ever need help, reach out. But try your best to get 7.2 on every chest, just because it's not only helpful for the Alliance, it's helpful for you, because this is a lot of really good rewards in this chest. And at the very minimum, there's not a single day, even as a free to play, you shouldn't be able to get this chest. You'll just, if you're not able to get there, a lot of the time it's because you're spending things when you aren't getting points for them. Versus is basically the main event where you get good rewards. I mean, if you add up all these chests, this is 35,000, this is 40,000, and then all of these, it's like 250,000 gems of stuff a day. So compared to all other events, versus is the most important for resources that you use to make your squad stronger. So always aiming for chest 9 and versus is really important. But yeah, at the very minimum, you should get this. And if you need help, reach out. My inbox is always open. But I think that's it. And good luck, have fun, and keep on saving and scrounging. It's annoying as a free to play, but you can definitely do it. I believe in you, because I could too. Have fun.